Students, welcome to the 7th session of chapter Stars and Solar System of subject Science and Technology of class 8th. Today we are going to study about the minor bodies in the solar system that are other than sun planets. The other minor bodies in solar system are asteroids, meteors and comets. We will study about them one by one. Asteroids. These are very small planets or planetoids that are found mainly in belt between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter planet. Each asteroid has its own orbit, means they have separate orbits. Taken together, the orbits of all of them are spread over a large distance, forming a band. Astronomers have discovered more than 500 asteroids which are larger than 48 kilometers in diameter. Ceres is the largest asteroid discovered till now. Look at the picture. This is a picture of Ceres asteroid. Next minor body in solar system is comet. The name comet means a hairy star, means star with hairs. Look at the picture. Comets are relatively small and icy celestial bodies revolving around the sun. When a comet is near the sun, some of the ice in it turns into gas. You know that comets, they are made up of ice. The gas and loose that is trapped by the ice get free and create a long illuminated tail that streams behind the comet. So it is also called a star with tail sometimes. Approximately 2000 comets have been observed over the year. Comets, they are visible only when they are near the sun. This is because the intense solar heat vaporizes parts of their icy matter and creates their characteristic illuminated tail. There are few periodic comets that appear again and again at regular interval of time. The best known of such periodic comet is the Halley's Comet. It appears after 76 years. It was last seen in the year 1986 and next expected to pass by the earth in the year 2062. Okay, now you can guess your age in year 2062. You can calculate your age. What will be your age on 2062 year when that Halley comet will appear again. Next minor body are meteors and meteorites. Meteors, they are the small solid bodies revolving around the sun. Some of them by chance may enter into Earth's atmosphere from outer space. They are made up of rocks. When that happens, they get intensely heated up due to the friction resulting from their rapid motion through the Earth's atmosphere, and they catch fire. This makes them shine brilliantly like a fire ball or ball of fire. Their view then consists of luminous heads followed by a comet-like tail of light that may persist for several minutes. We call them as shooting or falling stars. Look at the picture of falling stars. They exist but for a very short time because the intense heat vaporizes them off very quickly. So they disappear or they burn out completely. Sometimes there are very large meteors, and the part of meteors they fall on earth, means they don't burn completely and their part fall on the earth. That unburned part of meteor is called meteorite. Look at the picture. This is a picture of meteorite. Now what is the use of this meteorite? The study of meteorite found on the earth has helped scientists to know more about the nature of materials from which the celestial bodies in our solar system may have been formed. Now next topic is artificial satellites. Earlier we studied about the natural satellite called moon. Now artificial satellites are the satellites which are made by man, and this difference between natural and artificial satellites is that natural satellites they move around the planets, whereas artificial satellites they move around the earth, and they are closer to the earth than the natural satellite, that is moon. And the function of artificial satellites are transmitting radio, telephone and television signals, sending back information for weather forecasting. This is because of which we can know the nature of weather and we can plan our picnic or outing. Next is military surveillance. We can know about the movement of other countries, like in the recent times we come to know that China has entered our territory. This is because of the satellites we are able to know that if some enemy can enter in our country's territory. Next is locating minerals. We can locate different minerals inside the earth's surface with the help of artificial satellites. So these are the main functions of artificial satellites. Geostationary satellites. These are the special satellites which are used maximum nowadays. A geostationary satellite appears to remain fixed with respect to a particular point on the earth. As its name suggests, geo means earth, stationary means fixed, means they appear to remain fixed at one point with respect to the earth. For such satellites, the time period of their revolution around the earth equal the time period of rotation of earth around its own axis, that is equal to 24 hours. It is these satellites that have made global audio-visual communicable easy. Therefore, we are able to see different programs on television, or we can talk to each other from any place. These satellites have revolutionized communication by making worldwide telephone links and live broadcast a common occurrences and daily features of our life. Now, how they work? A satellite receives a microwave signal from a ground station on the earth, the uplink. Its amplifiers first amplify it, thereafter its transmitters retransmit the signal back to a receiving station on earth at different frequency or downlink. These help us to see matches that occur in different countries through television. So these satellites they are very beneficial for the communication. Now it is assignment time. Assignment question. Question number 1. Name the largest asteroid. Periodic comet. Question number 2. Why are comets visible only when they come closer to the sun? Question number 3. Differentiate between meteors and meteorites, natural and artificial satellites. Question number 4. Explain working of geostationary satellites. That's all about this chapter. Thank you and have a nice